Hello, it's Ardio. I went and got my favorite cards that I use to clarify things because I didn't like having to use a real deck to clarify. It's not that it's not a real deck, it's just my clarifying deck. This is the current Oracle cards I'm using. Oracle Tarot, so they're kind of like tarot cards. Let's see what we get. There's a UPS truck out there. Oh, it's for me. I love to get a package. These are kind of sticky. They take a while for one to get out. And then two almost jumped out. So this is the Emperor. Masculine influence and power. Doesn't have a number on it. That makes it harder to find. Probably just like the Emperor in the regular deck. Can you see it there? Can you see it there? There you go. That's the Emperor. Masculine influence and power. Masculine influence doesn't have to mean a man. Everyone has masculine and feminine traits. The Emperor. A strong influence, masculine in feel, is approaching. This will be a time when traditional concerns come to the forefront. Questions of control and ownership may arise in a close and loving relationship. Well, that does not sound good at all. To me, anyways. Especially in a divine feminine reading. I was using these earlier too. Good enough. Let's see what our first card is. I'm a motorcycle. I ride a motorcycle. I love to ride a motorcycle. It's just freedom. Queen. Ooh, Queen of Wands. She is free to be herself. She likes to have sex. Nothing wrong with that. She is her own woman. She does things her own way. Uh-oh. 8 of Swords. You're all tied up, not knowing which way to go. But those strings around you are awfully loose. I think you could just wiggle right out of them. Take that mask off and see all the decisions you have, see all the options. And I think that's what you should do. It's keeping you from being the Queen of Wands. These are kind of sticky too. I just recently started buying multiple decks of tarot cards. I always just had my old deck. And I got my clarifying deck. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is what 7 choices that you need to make, and you need to make them quickly because they don't stick around for very long. Which is why you've got this 8 choices where you're all tied up. You feel, you know, it's a lot of pressure, but you got to make a choice to become the Queen of Wands. Let's see what happened most recently. 9 of Wands. So, the 9 of Wands, you're still protecting something that no one else thinks matters anymore. But you feel that it does matter, and you're going to continue to protect it. She's got a smudge in her hand. That makes the 9th wand. She's trying to keep everything cleared and clean so that it will turn out right. Man, these are coming out fast. Ace of Pentacles. This was you recently, was trying to continue to take care and protect what everyone else had been protecting. I mean, you and everyone else had been working on that together, but they all said, forget it. This is going nowhere. But you know that it is going somewhere. It went to the Ace of Pentacles. It's an idea of how to make some money, or any sort of material thing. It's not just money. Pentacles aren't just money. It's things you can touch. It's trees, it's dirt, it's rocks, it's houses, it's material things, material objects, flowers. Did I already say flowers? Concrete. Let me see out my window here what we've got. Bushes. Ooh, look at those flowers. Those look very pretty. But that's material things. So you've got a good idea about a material option. Really, wands are a material thing. I mean, they are sticks that came from trees. They've all got little leaves on them. Maybe it's an idea of how to bring life back into your thing you had with your friends. Oh, King of Pentacles reversed. Guess it's not working out. I really don't like him. I mean, look at him with his smooth blonde hair. Who trusts a grown man with blonde hair? Grown men don't have blonde hair unless they're like super Nordic or Slavic or something, but this guy's green and he has blonde hair. He's wearing a purple suit and black shoes. I just don't trust him. I mean, does he look like someone you would trust? He's fixing his color. He's probably got French cuffs. He's standing on the pentacle. So that's what's coming, is you're going to have to be dealing with the King of Pentacles to try to get your Ace of Pentacles idea off the ground. I hope it works. I mean, it seems like a really good idea you have. It's a really good idea because you're just dealing with wands. And look, it looks like a little wand here on the side with the little stick and the leaves coming off of it, a little coin. So you're having to deal with the King of Pentacles to get this idea off the ground. And then we've got the Four of Wands. Happy time, celebration, coming out into the open, having a great celebration with your friends, not hiding it from anyone. This looks like a man and a woman getting married, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it is. All of these cards are just they. You don't know if they're male or female. So I try to refer to them as they. Sometimes I mess up because it's a fairly new way of referring to people, and I'm old. But I'm doing my best. My daughter is now a boy, and my other daughter is gay. And I think that's great. I am really happy for them that they know who they are and are living their true selves. I mean, it's wonderful. It's wonderful that they can do that now. So this is a couple of people getting married and having a celebration out in the open. Everybody knows. Having a great time. Good things are happening. The Hierophant. Is the Hierophant residing over your nuptials? If you're getting married, maybe you're just getting like hand fastened, or you just decided to move in together and you're really excited. You had all your friends over to help you move. You're gonna give them pizza and beer. But then the Hierophant comes in here, and I don't like the Hierophant because the Hierophant is traditional religious views, generally. Maybe in this deck they're not, because I think they are though, because look, they're shooting their rainbow ideas straight into the heads of those people, brainwashing them. You need to think for yourself. Don't let the Hierophant tell you what to do. I mean, you can take in their information, but run it through your own brain. You have your own brain that is perfectly capable of making decisions and deciding what you believe. I mean, you don't have to have read a lot. You don't have to have been to a lot of school. You have a brain that works, that knows what you believe. So you don't have to just take the Hierophant's word for it. You can make your own decisions, which I think is what's going on with this couple here. The Hierophant's trying to butt in. Maybe everyone thinks that the Hierophant should butt in, but you're not letting them. And then we have the Ace of Swords, a very great idea that is likely to come to wonderful fruition. It's got the little flower, or the little leaves there too. We're still working on that pentacle idea, even with the sword. The sword is fast. The sword is going to get things moving on this idea. Let's see what the final outcome is in all of this. Queen of Wands, having an idea you can't make a decision about. You have a bunch of decisions. You decide to protect the idea that you and your friends have had, who have all given up on it. Then you have an idea for Pentacles, an idea of how to use material things. So you go to the King of Pentacles to get help. I don't know, maybe you married the King of Pentacles. You're marrying someone or hand-fasting someone down there, and everyone thinks you should be using the Hierophant, but you're not. And then you have another great idea, the Ace of Swords. These things are just going everywhere. All right, let's pay attention now. Maybe I'm paying too close of attention. Nothing's ever going to come out. Listen, you want to know what happens here. Does the plan work out? Three of Pentacles. It's getting ready to work out. You've got people behind you working on this plan. You're not doing it on your own. You've got help. You have help. There are people who believe in you and your idea. That's good. It's good to have hope. It's good to have other people who believe that you can do it and believe so much that they come and help you do it. Now, do we want to get any clarifying cards for everything here? Let's see. Maybe we can get an idea of what some of these options you had were. And obviously they are ideas about a material thing, but what material thing? Maybe we can see better what the material idea was. And once this call comes together, this you and your group who've decided to work on this project together, you will become the Queen of Wands. You will be happy. You will be confident. You will be confident in your sexuality. You'll see things in a positive light. What are we looking for here? Maybe some of your decisions you had, or your choices you had to make a decision about. If this doesn't come up soon, though, we're going to just forget about the qualifying cards. I don't know that we really need them anyways. We're just curious. We just have to know what some of your choices were. It's not really important to the reading. The Ten of Pentacles. You considered relying on a inheritance or money from your family money. I guess 9 is inheritance, but you were counting on, one of your choices was you could go to your family and ask for help. You came out with 2 cards, and the other is the 6 of Pentacles, which also represents money, and that you have enough money to share with others. So you had a little bit of money, not just a little bit, you had a little bit extra, but you were thinking about going to your family to get enough to get this idea off the ground. Let's see what the 9 of Wands was. What were you protecting so vehemently that your friends had all given up on? Judgment. You wanted to look inside yourself. Everyone you were with had wanted to look inside themselves and become the best person they could be. Maybe you were starting up some kind of mental health business, and everyone realized it wasn't going to go anywhere, but you really, really wanted it to happen, but you couldn't do it on your own. So you went for the Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what this King of Pentacles had to do with anything. Did they help support you financially in this new idea that did come to fruition with extra people? I think he must have, or they must have, because you had maybe either you had the money to do it, or other people believed in your idea and decided to hop on board. Hopefully it doesn't come back to the 9 of Wands again. Let's see about this King of Pentacles. He is death, which means an old idea dies, but a new one comes in its place. So I'd say the King of Pentacles did help you. They realized that your old idea was not going to work no matter how much you wanted it to, but they believed that your new idea had merit because you had to move on with your life. And what about this getting married? Ace of Swords. Great idea, guys. It's gonna go well. I'm glad you got together. Hope you make each other very happy. According to the cards, you will make each other very happy very quickly. And this Hierophant. What was this Hierophant? Were they trying to force their way into your wedding? Was your family trying to force them into your wedding? Did you go to them for some advice and then they tried to take over? I know it's in the position where other people think you should be doing this particular particular thing. Other people think you should have a Hierophant. The Six of Swords and the Lovers. Well, the Six of Swords is sailing away to better times. So the Hierophant wasn't for you. And the Lovers, it looks like this might be a twin flame situation, which would explain the Ace of Swords on your wedding day. So that's your reading, Divine Feminine. It sounds great. It doesn't, obviously life doesn't go perfectly all the time, but in the end, this really seems like it's gonna be good.